Call the meeting to order for the Hotel Motel Tax Allocation Board for Monday, December 1st. Do we need a roll call? No? Okay. Item number 2, discuss possible approve the minutes for the October 20th, 2025 meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
I'll second.
Call for vote.
Hawkins? Yes, on the minutes?
We're voting on the minutes to approve the minutes.
Pardon? I'm sorry, what?
We're just voting to approve the minutes for the last meeting.
Yes.
Okay, Allen?
Yes.
Majors?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Barbara, you just voted to give me $10,000, so that's good.
I can't hear it.
She was going to be controversial and say no. All right, item number 3, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding Hotel Motel Grant final expense report for the Chambers Bluegrass Festival 3875. It was approved for the amount of $5,000.
Yep, so when we got done with all the expenses, that's pretty much what we paid for. And so the fact that we saved a little money, didn't spend the whole $5,000, I thought it was great, but it still served our purpose. Most of that money was spent up in the Four Corners region, trying to get people to come down from Missouri, Arkansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, trying to get them to come down here. There was some radio spots. They gave me a whole long list of actually every single spot that they did. They were 30-second spots. So I had a lot of people up in that area that actually heard them, so I verified that they did exist. And then we had some porta potty stuff that we actually spent. One of the receipts there for a porta potty. So but that's all that we had to spend from the chamber, so saved a little bit of money. So you have $3,800 worth of expenses on $5,000 that I asked for.
Good deal. Is there any way to tell if those advertisements worked? Like, was there any way to track if any people from those areas?
There's no really way to track it because you got just people that's showing up, so you don't know. I mean, the only way we can do that is through the AI placer. So we have not pulled a report there to verify, but we can pull that report and see if we can see how many people came from that area.
Just curious, see how they work out.
So it was obviously a good event. The weather was not in our favor this year. We think we had 2 of the bands on Saturday we didn't get to listen to because we had to cancel because of the weather. But overall, there was right around 3,000 to 3,500 people that were in the area for that event. So,
Has Main Street, or are they going to take some kind of a survey of their businesses to see?
that would be the EDTA if they were going to do that, and I'm not sure that Adam has that on his notes. Now,
That would be a good.
So Bridget did talk to a lot of the businesses. They did not perform as well as they did the year before.
Yeah, but that was.
But we had 10,000 people downtown, and we had great weather. So I will tell you that one of the things we're looking at doing and changing next year is to bring a lot of that off of the street and place it in this area here. So if we have the main stage in the center, we're talking about putting the vendors along the sides, like vendors on one side, food trucks on the other, and then trying to just concentrate everything in just one particular area. One of the things I would say, and since we're on record, I'll say it, is that when we have an event come to town like this, it's our job to help promote it, but it's also the storefront's job to help figure out ways of how they're going to capitalize off of these events. And so that's the big push next year. What are you going to do as a storefront to help capitalize off of bringing all these people to town? Not necessarily us putting them at your front door, but having them here so that you can capitalize off of it. And if we move that event to this green space that we're talking about next year, it will be more concentrated, but we're still gonna kind of push it out. And as we continue to grow, which we think that we will, then we'll push it back around the corner like we have been doing. So, but this was the inaugural event. The word will be out there next year. A lot of the bands have already said they'd love to come back, so they enjoyed it. So we hope to build and gain momentum from this year's experience.
It's hard to generate excitement when you have that much space.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and it was spread
You
out,
could
people were
have 1,000
walking,
people down there and it's
Right.
not going to,
right. So, we feel like that's the way it will go. There's still lots of discussion about that, but we'll see for next year.
And you guys are gonna change the date, correct?
Right now, that date is still set. It's not in stone yet. We have had conversations about that. But the problem with that is you start moving, you get into a different, so no matter what, the date, you either find that date and you stick with that date and everybody just works around it, or we try to move it to accommodate, but even then, we may be accommodating some and then alienating others.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so we just have to establish that date, figure out what it is, and get it well in advance. Let everybody know and get it on their calendars. Overall, it was a great event, though. So,
I'll make a motion we accept his reimbursement for $3,875 for the Bluegrass and Barbecue Festival.
I'll second it.
Call for vote?
Allen,
Yes.
Majors,
Yes.
Hawkins,
yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Item 4, discuss and possibly recommend council action regarding hotel motel grant for Pryor Chamber of Commerce for Okie Homestead Expo for the amount of $3,500. The application was approved for the amount of $3,500.
so they're gonna use this money to pay for the event center, so that they can have the event center. And that event will be in March, and that is going to be, that'll bring a lot of people. This will be the 5th or 6th. I believe it's the 5th time, and they bring people from all across. There's people actually come from out of state that come here and stay. That is a 3-day event. There'll be a lot of them here prior to that because they have to set up to event. There'll be somewhere around 100 to 125 vendors set up throughout the barns out there, and then be having workshops on the inside of the event center all through that weekend. And if you've never been, I invite you to go out. It's pretty busy out there. It's a lot of fun and some really good informational meetings. So the money that they'll take from the chamber will be used to rent the event center from Mays County.
I have a question, and we may have talked about it and I forgot.
Mhm.
Both for the bluegrass or the Chilean bluegrass and this one,
Mhm.
why is the chamber coming for the money instead of them asking for,
I think it's just because they know that I know the process and we have the money that we can upfront and get it in response. So if they came and asked for that, this is my opinion, if they came and asked directly from you, they still gotta come up with the $3,500, and they may not have recouped that $3,500 from their admissions to be able to pay it, so they're asking the chamber to upfront that money, and then we just get that back in response.
so you're fronting the money to them now or next month or whatever?
We have written them a check for $3,500.
Is it?
Yep. And so I think just when they ask me, they know that I have, obviously know the process and can
So
fill out the
basically, they're
application.
asking the chamber for money, you're saying yes, and then coming.
Well, no, because I had to get it approved, because I came to you the first time to get it approved. This is my expense. If you guys would have said no, then I would went back and said, no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Why are they getting that so far in advance?
So they can work on they've got the contract, they have to do the contract with the city or with the county.
It has to be.
It has to be done, it has to be
Yeah,
paid in
I'll
advance.
pay pretty early.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it's a great event, and I would encourage you guys to go check it out.
I'll make a motion to approve the item number 4.
I'll second.
Call for vote?
Majors,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Hawkins,
Yes,
Allen.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna make one selfish plug. Christmas parade this weekend. We got about 60, 65 entries so far. Still taking entries up until 5 o'clock tomorrow. So love for you guys, it's supposed to be 54 degrees. So we'd love for you to come out and see the parade. Main Street will have the downtown carnival going on starting at 1 o'clock. And then Santa Claus will have his thing going on starting at 2 on the other side. Our
How many
Grand
entries
Marshal
did you
is
get?
Sunny Lee from Fox 23. She's gonna be our Grand Marshal this year.
How many entries do you usually get?
Last year we had 62, so
So you already
this
got
year,
one?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we'll
is
shoot.
supposed to be beautiful weather.
yeah. And I extended it one more day, just in case, because a lot of people thought that the football team was gonna go to state, and so they held back, and now the school, like the band calls me today, and says, hey, can I get in? I'm like, of course you can get in, so. But anyway, just a selfish plug there that it's gonna be a great weekend, so we're looking forward to you guys coming out.
Thanks, Houston.
Okay.
Item 6, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding hotel motel grant final expense report for Santa's Christmas Village for the amount of $220. The application was approved for $250. I know Robert's not here, but this was just to pay the rent for the use of the building, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve this expense for $220.
I'll second it.
Call for vote.
Williams,
Yes.
Hawkins,
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Majors.
Yes. That's all we have, so I say meeting adjourned.
That's fast.
That record time?
I know, that might be our record.
Not bad.